We are all brought up and conditioned to imagine a picture-perfect postcard image of life. A straight line interlaced with periodic milestones of school, college, career, children, and so on. It is ingrained in us since childhood. Study hard, make sensible choices, choose stability, and success will follow. But for many of us, it doesn't move in straight line. It loops, it stumbles, it pauses in uncertainty before clarity arrives, just like an unalome. I am one of those people. I am Kartika Nair, and I am here to remind you that life long lived isn't linear. It's layered, it's evolving, and full of possibilities. I come from an extremely academically inclined family where expectations were very clear and unquestionable. The path to security, which I was told, was finance. It came from love and desire to protect me from risk and instability. Within that rigidity, I had no room to explore myself. Dance felt frivolous, creativity felt unnecessary, and curiosity felt dangerous. So I did what most young minds do. I adapted. I suppressed parts of myself, I tucked away my colors, and I learned to survive in a single beam of light. I pursued corporate law and finance, secured a job, spent long days behind Excel sheets, chasing predictability, stability, and validation. On paper, everything looked perfect, but internally, something was missing. Eventually, that absence became impossible to ignore. I felt I wasn't unhappy because I wasn't successful. I was unhappy because I wasn't aligned. Finally, when I allowed myself to question the narrative I had inherited, something unexpected surfaced. My true calling, teaching. Teaching not just content, but standing beside those young minds who have absolutely no idea of the potential sitting silently within them. I began teaching primary school. Like any teacher, I made quizzes, calculated grades, assigned homework, but something wasn't adding. My highest performers weren't the ones with the highest IQs. Some incredibly intelligent students were struggling, and average scorers were thriving. In education, we often gravitate towards those who perform well on paper. They appear to be confident, disciplined, and motivated. Meanwhile, those who struggle, they quietly fade into the background. The difference wasn't intelligence, it was mindset. As an educator, I realized my responsibility goes beyond teaching math and science. I wanted to teach resilience. I wanted to redefine success not as a number, but as adaptability. Not as perfection, but perseverance. I couldn't stop asking myself, what truly allows young minds to thrive? Is it intelligence, talent, or something far less visible? For decades, education has focused on what is easiest to measure, but psychology has a richer story to tell. Research shows that IQ measures only 30% of the long-term life outcomes, and rest goes beyond test scores. This led me to the work of psychologist Angela Duckworth. She left her successful consulting career to join public schools. She noticed something remarkable. students with lowered measure intelligence were the ones who often outperformed their gifted peers. The difference wasn't ability, it was the belief, the perseverance, and the way they interpreted struggle. Intelligence is just one face of the prism, and this matters now more than ever. A meta-analysis of 42,000 students showed that if learners believe that intelligence can grow, their engagement, achievement, and resilience grows significantly over the period of time. This belief unlocks new dimensions. If someone believes that they are defined by one career choice made at 18, a report card, or a failure, they live in a single color. On the contrary, if they believe they are still becoming, they access the full spectrum of ability and talent within them. This is the idea of infinity. Human potential is not finite. Every individual has infinite dimensions silently sitting within them, waiting for the right light to reveal them in guise of a mentor, companion, challenges, or opportunities. I see this every day in my classroom. Children coming paralyzed in fear to know that mistakes aren't ending, they are information. Some students coming with no confidence, understanding that they can do it. As an avid dancer, I always return to the words of Barbara DeAngelis. The journey between who you once were and who you are becoming is where the dance of life takes place. That journey, non-linear, unfinished, uncomfortable, is where your true powers unleash. All it takes is a moment of belief. And I am here as an evidence that there is life beyond the straight line. When you break through conventions with intention, we don't lose ourselves. We finally become who we were meant to be. Thank you.